Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. Last week or yesterday, we asked you guys to assume things about us and write it down on our Instagram. If you don't follow our Instagram, I suggest you go follow us so you can participate in videos like these. And we're going to read these assumptions. We're going to challenge some of them. We're going to answer some of them. And some of them we're going to leave unanswered.
Yeah. Let's get into it, inshallah.
All right, let's go. I assume, no. Usman, sir, probably has a marriage checklist and half of it is just hadith references.
What? What the heck? What's that even supposed to mean?
Is that true?
I don't even know what that means. So
What
no.
does that even mean, though?
Hold on. Read it back out.
Usman, sir, probably has a marriage checklist and half of it is just hadith references.
I mean, of course, we're going to have certain things that we're looking for in marriage, but, you know.
I mean, the checklist, but hadith references, how much of that checklist do you need? How many hadiths do you need?
I mean, look, realistically, when you are looking for a spouse, you should include some hadiths in it. But I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but no, it's not like that.
The thing is, no matter what type of reference you take, you have to have wisdom behind it. Because if you blindly take something, now you look kind of weird. Because everybody can have knowledge, but not everybody knows how to act upon knowledge.
Like, man, that's facts. I genuinely thought y'all were triplets.
Triplets.
All right, let's end the debate right here because half of these assumptions are
Y'all
you guys
brothers.
are you guys are brothers. You guys are brothers. Me and Hussein are brothers, and this is our first cousin. So basically, our brother. So if you want to call us brother, go right ahead. I don't care.
But triplets though.
Triplets.
Do we all look the same age?
No, I actually got, dude. People think can see the resemblance between us.
I don't know. Maybe because you cut your hair now, maybe you look a little bit older.
Yeah, but bro, triplets, they might not have similar features. Like this dude's hair is completely different.
Well, no, because look, you don't have to have identical twins.
Yeah, but bro, to go to dreads, the curly hair.
But that's the thing though. When I don't have dreads, my hair is like this dude's hair.
Everybody's hair is gonna be like this when it's short, bro.
No. What the heck? Do you see those dudes where their hair is so nappy that you don't even grow? Oh snap! Hold on.
All right, look at the thing.
One of you at least must have had an emo phase. I feel it, but I won't point fingers.
An emo phase? Who?
Dude, hold on.
I did not have an emo phase. Don't ever say that.
Okay,
Let me ask you something. Because look, I know exactly what you guys are gonna say now. Oh, man, good defensive. No, I didn't. Okay, but look, all jokes aside though, why do you guys say me?
I mean,
if anybody were to have
it would have been you.
But I didn't.
Yeah, he did it.
I didn't.
But look,
but you
there's
definitely
no way you could justify it being me or him.
Yeah.
There's no way you could justify being me.
No, dude.
I don't know. Man, y'all watch anime or something, so I feel like
we never did.
Matter of fact,
have emo.
what about me would point that out? I'm real deal masculine. Matter of fact,
No, there was a question where it is you. Someone asked, "Are you guys YNs?" And if you guys don't know the term, term YN means it's a
young ninja, bro.
Yeah, it's a slang
Matter
term.
of fact, look, YN. If we going back to that okay, I mean, I'll openly admit, okay, yeah, there was once a time in my life where I could say that, yeah, I was in that YN type of phase, but emo phase, nah.
I think all of us were YNs at one point, though.
Yeah,
because me and Osman played football, so we were obviously surrounded by the OGs. Like we were surrounded by the demographics of YN,
OGs.
Yeah. All right. This person says coffee shops are a regular event for y'all. No,
I mean,
believe it or not, none of us go to coffee shop.
No, I mean, the only coffee shop I go to is my boy's coffee shop. Hashtag cafe.
Do they mean
cafe,
event as in the
regular
event? No, I'm saying the events that
as in something that you do often, like something that you go to.
I would like
a place that you go to.
I would like
chill.
it to be, but he doesn't live. He doesn't even he lives an hour away. So if he was here every day, then maybe we would do coffee shop stuff. No, just to chill, do meetings and stuff like that. Because bro, coffee shops are chill, bro.
Dude,
it's not everything. You mean coffee it's for the girls and whatnot. No, sometimes it's just a place to chill. When it's not at your house. Because at your house you get easily distracted. Like y'all see y'all too, bro. Y'all go on TikTok soon as we're done recording, and then I gotta take up 15 minutes to get.
And then you hop on the phone.
Me?
Yeah, you always on the phone.
That's him.
All right. Anyways, like I was saying, look, yeah, the only coffee shop I really be hanging out at is my boys. Mohi's coffee shop. Hashtag cafe. So if you guys are ever in Florida, you guys got to go ahead and check them out.
Hassan's the type to say I'm built different and then start Googling how to survive in 47 degrees Celsius heat in Sudan.
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you.
Hassan is the type to say that.
Hassan is the type to do
Hassan is the type to do that.
Yeah, you ain't escaping this one.
Listen,
Let me tell you something. When we travel, Hassan be controlling the thermostat. Hassan be controlling the beds. He be controlling everything,
No,
bro.
not even that. He always trying to be different. You know, he always
on his own time.
Nonchalant,
Yeah, he
Oh,
on his own
I ain't
time.
going. Y'all got that.
listen.
Remember when we tried to go? We had an event in DC in Virginia, and we wanted to. Me and Osman wanted to go to the White House. It was 12 a.m.
Yep.
Hassan said no, so we went without him. And there we were, me and Osman at 1 a.m.
In the cold.
In the cold.
Whoa.
We
We
took
just got
an Uber.
done. We just got done working. You know what I'm saying? It's midnight. They talk about let's go take an Uber an hour away to go to the White House at mid. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? I'm tired, dude. Like, what's up?
Okay.
Bro was not tired. When we got back, he was still awake.
Yeah, he was still awake.
Okay. No. Anybody who's a human being knows that tired and sleepy are two different things.
Yeah,
If I'm tired, I just want to lay down. I want to relax. You
That's
know?
good.
I want to watch like maybe some Netflix or something.
All right, next.
All right.
The dreadhead
The,
Osman
yeah,
is rich.
The dreadhead Osman is rich.
How'd you know?
Rich. No. Bro, I'm broke.
That's a bold assumption, bro. Osman Curls was the actually kid in school.
Osman Curls, who is that?
That's me.
Well, I mean,
Who is that?
the flathead now. He's the flathead. Look, well, actually, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. It depends what era of school you're talking about for this guy.
Dude, middle school? Oh, you don't even want to meet this kid.
Oh man.
Right now, though, yeah, he's goody two shoes or whatever they call him. What do you guys? You guys call those?
You
people?
know, I actually saw an assumption that said you guys started this because of the 3 Muslims. I was like, yo, low-key, that's a throwback and a half right there. Like,
I mean, no.
no, that's not why we started it. But I remember they were like an inspiration because we were like, oh, they're like 3 Muslim guys. Their podcast is popping and stuff like that. But then I was like, we could be better. Like we could do more or whatever.
No, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You know, shouts out to them. You know, Lama Badik, you know, they do very well. You know, I used to watch them all the time. So, you know, it is what it is.
mashallah.
Yeah, and there was definitely some times when we were like, all right, if we use like what they're doing, like for example, like how they go virtual sometimes. You know, when all 3 of us can't get together, we're like, all right, maybe one day we might have to be like that. You know, like things like that.
Insane.
Hassan's search history is filled with beard growing oils.
Man, matter of fact, you about to be the odd one out here pretty soon.
Okay.
Because those moments on there.
Hey,
No, you guys think I'm insecure about not really having a beard or being able to grow it fully, but no, I'm not. It's the cultural dudes who be like, brother, why don't you have a beard? I'm like, dang, bro, like you act like I could just, and it's just like it just pops out of my face or something, bro.
I hate to break it to you,
Yo,
but like I said, he really about to be the odd one out because my jump been growing in.
Okay.
That jump been coming in.
Remember,
Look. Matter of fact, for y'all that don't believe me, look at that.
You remember this?
That beard coming in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, see that gun, bro.
Huh?
Look, y'all remember in the SpongeBob movie, the freaking the one
dude with the mustache.
Yeah, when
he
he
pulled
could
out the
pop a
bandana.
mustache out of nowhere, bro.
All right. Osman with dreads is the hothead of the group.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Wait,
yes, you
you.
are. You don't remember on the plane to Egypt when we were on the plane to Egypt? We were going to do a deployment for Sudanese and Egyptian refugees.
Sure.
There was an old man in front of us who accused Osman of kicking his seat, and Osman screams, "No, I'm not."
No. That's not fair.
No,
that's
that's
not fair.
yeah. Come on, bro.
That was not even a hothead.
No, that's hothead.
Because
He was old. He was older than old. He was
it doesn't,
ancient.
okay, it doesn't matter.
He was
No,
pushing
it doesn't
triple
matter.
digits.
First of all, no, he was not.
He was,
no,
he was
not.
pushing triple digits,
No.
bro.
What?
He could barely speak English.
How did he turn around?
Wait. Hold on. you hear the way he's describing this man, right? And let alone just, let that be the distinguishing factor about the way we describe people. Okay, bro is insulting a guy because of his age. Anyways, look, let me tell you guys exactly what happened. So it was a little bit of an older gentleman. I wouldn't say like in his elderly phase. I'd probably say like around 50 years old. He was there with his wife. We were on a long flight. It was from Orlando to Dubai. So it was like 14 and a half hour flight. And this guy turns around the first time and he says that I'm kicking his seat. And mind you, I have pretty long legs, right? So I didn't really notice. So the first time I just let it go. I said, all right, I apologize. And I just let it go. A few hours later, he tells me the same thing. And I was like, oh, maybe I slipped up. It's been a few hours. I let him go. Man. And then It happened again, and by that time, I kind of got a little bit aggravated, but I didn't say anything because I knew I wasn't kicking at this point. I knew I wasn't because I was fully awake. So then this time, the fourth time around, I just woke up. I literally just woke up. He turns around and he yells at me, you're kicking. And I'm like, I said, no, I'm not. And mind you, I just woke up. I just woke up from sleep, and I was like, no, I'm not. I wasn't yelling, but I ain't gonna lie, I did sound a little bit aggressive because look, I wasn't gonna sit there and just keep on taking it. I'm not in the begging business. You feel me? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm here to, let things be known on what it is. I'm not just gonna sit there and let a person just bully me after I sat there and showed the utmost respect the first couple of times. And you're gonna sit here and just keep on trying to harass me? Nah, bro, I ain't going for it. And literally, look, how did it look on your end? From what you saw.
I said the same thing. I didn't see the other times, but I saw when he got up, he literally sat up from his seat, turned all the way around and looked at him. He said, "You're kicking my seat." I'm like, damn, bro. All right. And then he just sat up from his seat, like he's like laying down, like he's like sitting down relaxed, and then he just sits up, says, "No, I'm not." And then that was it. Like that's all we did. Bro, I didn't see nobody kicking the seat. Like, we're not 7 years old.
And mind you, he gets up, turns around, yells at me. Everybody else on the plane is still sleeping. You got stars on the roof. The plane is dark, and this dude is yelling. I'm like, dude, or you got kids on the plane. You got, mothers on the plane. You got fathers on the plane. You got tired people. You got me on the plane. You got these two people on the plane, and you in a plane full of hundreds of people, and you sitting here doing that. Come on, bro. Like,
all I remember, I was sleeping during that time, and all I remember was hearing you scream, "No, I'm not," to that man. And I remember waking up.
But if he was a hothead, he would have kept going.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and then he would have probably actually kicked his seat if he was a hothead.
That would have been D1 crash out moment if I was really a crash out.
Who is the hothead?
You are the hothead.
Me, dude. Yes. You are the. Yes, you are. You can't even argue with you for real.
If we're saying hothead, then we're going based on who's most likely to actually crash out.
That's propaganda.
And who's the easiest to crash out into you.
That's propaganda.
How is that propaganda?
Propaganda.
I ain't gonna lie though, Allahu Mubarak though, you made some pretty good progress because in the last couple of years, I've seen you less and less.
I feel like I went through rehab.
I've seen you become less and less of a hothead.
All right. This person says you guys bonded through the Deen and ended up making DeenTour. Man, spot on, man. MashaAllah.
I mean, yeah, that has some truth to it, but as well, we're related. So, even before
we were already
DeenTour,
bonded.
yes.
Yeah, but we were bonded by different things. So like we were bonded by family and like just the fact that we're friends. But then you're bonded by like
of course
the greater aspect of things.
One of you guys are secretly married. Well, guess what? Who would it be?
And who could keep that much of a secret?
Why? Wait, what? What do you mean?
Exactly.
Dude, they said you're secretly rich, bro. What time you got your risk?
Someone said ممكن تحلقوا شعركم. Someone asked if we could cut our hair.
That's not an assumption, bro.
Maybe. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Once this beer come in,
it might happen, bro. It's gonna happen sooner than you think, maybe.
You feel me?
We've already answered this, but someone said the three of you live together.
No, we don't. All right, let me see this.
No, we do not. No, we do not.
No, I told you he lives an hour away. I mean, me and Osman live together, of course. I assume your parents are all friends and you grew up together. I mean, my mom is siblings with his dad, so yes. Someone said you lived in Illinois your whole life. What gave you that idea?
Illinois. What?
It's probably because they see us at Mass every year.
Nah,
yeah,
I mean,
Mass is one event, bro. It's once
for real,
a year.
bro. Once a year, and you've only seen us there twice. I've only seen myself there twice. You know what I mean?
Someone said thought y'all were much older than you actually are.
How old do you think?
I don't know,
we've gotten some crazy ages before, bro.
Now, what did someone say about you? Like 42 or something?
No. Me? I look younger than this guy, bro. Like, what do you mean? Every time we go in public, people are like, "Oh, he's older." When we went to the kids' camp, they were talking about he was older than me. They were like, "Oh, it's probably because of the beard." I was like,
yeah.
Why you acting like that's a flex?
It's crazy.
Let's have the same conversation when we're in the 40s, inshallah.
I just know, man. They aging me.
Y'all definitely took 45 minutes fixing your hair just to look down the whole time. All love.
No.
This guy just wakes up and he's ready.
Yeah, man.
Same with this guy now. If anybody, it's only me now.
It actually is true with his hand, though. That's actually not a bad assumption.
Mine doesn't take no 45 minutes, bro.
Dude, I know you be crying.
We always waiting on Hussein. He always take the longest to get ready.
If we're waiting on you,
he always take the longest to get ready.
If you just saw what happened.
Matter of fact, he said they always waiting on me. I want you to understand that. He said they were waiting on me. I get here, he's still not ready. He's still not ready. And he talking about waiting on me, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to shower like Tarzan.
You played sports in high school?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Man,
you
I
guys know me.
I was a cyclist in high school.
I say that all the time, bro.
Why are you laughing?
Man, you did that job for fun, bro. Like
It was for fun. Okay, you play the sports for fun.
this is in high school, meaning you played for the team. Stupid.
Okay, people
They had
play
a
for fun.
cycling team. They had a cycling team at your school, bro.
Shut
What
up.
type of school is that?
All right. Anyways, but yeah, you hop on the sports team for what? For fun. Unless you're trying to go professional. And for most people that do it professionally, it's fun for them.
Someone said Hussein is really good at math. I mean, I am a finance
I don't know about
major. How
that.
is it saying?
He's not
I don't
the
know.
best.
I'm a finance major. That's literally all math is.
but
bro.
you know, I don't know. I might be able to deal with numbers better than you.
No, you cannot.
All right, bet later right here. Let's do it.
What's 173 times 9?
173 times 9 is going to be
No. That's not the math we're talking about. We're talking about how much do you calculate the amount of rent you're gonna have to pay based on a fixed year mortgage, interest free, by the way, like, on a loan that is $400,000.
Just put the
For 20
math in the
years, huh?
bag. Just put the math in the bag.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
173 times 9.
He's only asking 173 times 9 because that's the only one he has.
Oh,
in
that's
his
the
head.
one you know?
Yeah.
Give me 256 times 7.
All right.
This dude pulling out his phone. Look at him.
No, yeah, I'm gonna check him up.
Oh, we're actually doing this. Wait, if he gets it right.
Wait. 256 times 7?
Yes.
One 1582.
Was that right? No.
No.
Say Wallah.
Say Wallah. All right.
Oh,
bet.
wait. Oh, no, I got it wrong. Hold on. 350. 1812.
No.
What,
1792?
Where did you get 12,000 from?
No, because I accidentally pressed times 2.
Damn.
1792.
Can we cut that out?
No.
Yeah. You thought you was all confident, huh?
Dude.
You show up to the event 45 minutes late, but still walked in like VIPs. Wait. What event did we show up to 45 minutes late?
No, I think that's an
you
assumption.
probably did.
No.
He probably did.
That's an assumption.
And there ain't no assumption.
I thought they were at an event saying we showed up
Hey,
45 minutes
whoever
late.
commented that, let me know. See me on that one because look, I probably believe you on that. I ain't gonna lie.
What? Someone said that Hussein is a bit full of himself. What the hell? Yo, where does this assumption come from?
Oh, hell no.
Have you seen yourself?
I know you're not talking.
What you mean? I ain't talking.
Man, you show up with the nice watch, with the suit, with the M4.
No.
You know what gives it
don't
away?
take that.
Osman grows a little bit of beard here, right here, and he can't stop talking about how his stuff growing in. How he's saying gonna be the odd one out.
Oh, but earlier this episode, you was agreeing with me when we said Hussein was the odd one out, talking about something. Oh yeah, Hussein be trying to do these nonchalant, trying to do his own little thing. Like no. And matter of fact, you say watch, suit.
Okay,
Wait.
wait. Let's define what does full of yourself mean.
I don't know.
Shoot, I don't know. I'm just exercising Allah's blessings.
And
That's
I don't
it.
even know if it's a negative connotation.
No.
Is it a
full of
bad
yourself
thing?
is like a negative connotation.
Yeah, but here, look,
I mean,
listen.
people have told me I was.
That's not a good thing, boy.
I never took it as a bad thing.
Hey, matter of fact, how much you want to bet when they told you that you were full of yourselves? It was probably in an argument. Was it or was it not?
No. I'll give
Yeah,
y'all.
something
No.
like
I'll give y'all.
Because look, I ain't gonna lie. If you ever get into an argument with this dude, like back in the days, man, you could not say nothing to this guy. And I ain't gonna lie, I think this is actually what was able to sharpen my debate skills by 10 times. Because if I knew I was able to deal with him, I could deal with anybody. Because look, he used to get to the point where it's like, all right, the wall right here behind us, it's sunny outside. No, it's not. 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 Dude, do you not see the clouds covering the sun outside? All right, then. That's what I thought, bro. Shut up.
Someone. Okay, look. Let me ask y'all this, like a most likely to. Who's most likely to lose an argument?
You better not say me.
Hussein.
How's it me?
I don't know.
It's not that you're likely to lose. It's just that me and Osman are so much more likely to win.
I don't know. I would say all of us are pretty good at that. But I don't know if you guys want to take that as a good or bad thing. Because, you know, when we're talking about arguing for the right cause, then, you know, obviously it's not an issue. When you're just arguing just to argue, then, you know,
we don't
you've
really
already
do that.
lost at that point.
If you looking to win an argument that isn't meant to be won,
you've already lost. Like, you ever see those memes talking about some point of view? I already knew I lost the argument against my bro, but I'm just trying to make him more mad.
Yeah, bro.
You're just trying to make somebody crash out.
That's him. Right? This guy right
Who,
here.
me?
Yes.
What?
That's why he's saying you just be arguing to argue.
No,
bro.
that's not me.
Yes.
I argue just to argue.
Yeah, when you know like it's wrapped up, you just keep going.
Hey, we all know somebody like that, you know. Man, it'll make it easy for us.
My love forgive me.
What is this guy talking about? Someone said, I thought you were gay. Yo.
What'd he say?
I'm not repeating that joke, bro. I'm not repeating that. That's funny, bro. Someone said Hussein is the youngest. What? Wait. I thought you guys were a Nasheed group.
Man, we're a boy band, man. For real. Hey, go ahead, sing that Nasheed, man.
What?
Be like a schmuck. Right here, The Beauty of Existence. Go ahead.
On three, boys. Ready?
Why you snapping?
What?
Oh, no, this one's hard. Hold up. Someone said Hussein is the group leader. You got good taste, man. Well, very observant.
And we were just talking about earlier in this episode who most likely to be full of themselves. I'm pretty sure the actions are just showing all throughout the video.
Brother, no.
Red-handed.
Like,
They don't understand. They don't understand. We have a group dynamic.
Red-handed.
If you guys were in our group chat, you would understand we have this type of dynamic. Look, we have a brother. We call him Unc. He knows who he is. We have the guy who like he's like the brain rot guy. He's like he calls himself the Grim Reaper. All right. Then we got this guy. He's the car guy. All right. Him. He's like the ghost. This guy comes in with the two skull face emojis randomly at one point of the day. He's like the guy who never responds in the group chat, and then randomly someone says something funny. He comes in with the skull emojis or the crying emojis, right? And then we have our intellectual philosopher. He knows who he is. And then we have like the granddad of the group, the guy who just like he supplies everybody. It's where we hang out. It's where we do all the things. And then you got the group leader. It's like. I didn't name myself that. That was not me. That was not me. It's all a running joke, okay? Now, see, people are gonna take this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at this guy, bro." All right, so they're saying all this, but like, who runs the social media accounts? Who does the editing? Who does the filming, the posting, and all this?
Well, I could say that it's not 100% you.
How is it not 100%?
It's not.
How?
You have not edited 100% of the videos that are on our page.
Okay. Not 100%.
You have not posted 100% of the videos that are on our page.
Okay. No,
Wait.
Wait.
I have a question. We asked earlier who was most likely to argue. Get a load of this guy. No, dang well, it's 99.9% him. He talk 100%. Oh man.
Yeah, just know it's not 100%. So.
Oh man, where can it, dude? These
Okay,
assumptions are so correct.
Matter of fact, actually, we're not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna say that.
These assumptions are wow, man. Taking a toll on us.
Dang, how many people said we were triplets, bro?
I know, right?
I said like 4 of these saying long lost triplets and stuff. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So next time any of y'all want to make jokes about the way I look, just remember. Yeah.
I thought Short Osman was out of college. Damn, they call him Short Osman, not even Short Hair Osman.
Wait, what happened? I was shorter, man.
Buddy, get off your phone and show people your undivided attention.
You're on the phone right now, not saying nothing.
Y'all compete with the slightest of good deeds. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, we do. You wanna know how I know?
I would say.
No. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You wanna know how I know? Because anytime we'll pray Aisha or Maghrib or something with Sunnah after, we'll all sit until one of us prays the Sunnah. And then every single one of us has to pray the Sunnah.
I remember we did that at Yale. I think I don't remember. I think it was like Isha or something. I think we saw one of us get up for Shafi and Witted, and then everybody got up for Shafi.
Everybody got
I
up.
saw everybody around to get up. I was like, maybe they were gonna pray anyway. But I saw out of the 3 of us, I was like, yo, should I pray here or not? And then I think I seen Osman get up. I was like, oh, you know what?
It's always one of us. It's always one of us.
Hey, look, but is that not what you want in life? To be able to be surrounded with people who can push you to do good deeds, even if they don't say anything?
Why wouldn't I?
You know, that's a prime example of like there's no compulsion in religion. You don't got to make no one do nothing. And if you know Allah guides them to do it, that is all that you need. But
Yep.
I think that's gonna close this one out, inshallah.
Are you
because
serious?
We're running out of time, bro.
Run out of time.
Yeah, this guy likes to
Dude,
come
this
at
been
like
going for-
noon because, and then we had to go to Jum'ah and stuff. But if you guys enjoyed this, inshallah, you know, drop a like, drop a comment, inshallah. Let us know if you guys want to see this again. We're trying to make this like a regular thing between like the podcast, the Q&As, and doing videos of these types, inshallah, so you guys can get to know us better. But if you did, share this as well. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to share this with your friends and family. Like, subscribe, follow all of our social media accounts. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yep. I appreciate all the assumptions. And, you know,
Hey, what you said? Assumption is the worst accusation. Man, I'll never forget the day that you brought that, man. Years ago, you told me that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.